guys, it's Megan, and today I thought I would just film myself getting ready. I have a bunch of the Charlotte Tilbury products from the advent calendar that I've been using and loving and wanting to share that with you guys. I want to use the new, or pretty new, Juvia's Place the Taupes palette. Oh my god, I love it so much. It is divine. And then yeah, just some other things. And can we just address how long my hair is? Like, I have not had my hair this long since like 5th grade. Literally. It is so weird that I'm not like annoyed by it, and now I need to pull it back. So just 1 second. That is much better. And yeah, so I just thought it would be fun to get ready with you guys. I want to do more get ready with me since like all the feedback, the great feedback you guys gave me on my community tab and like my shop my stash chat video. I really want to do more get ready with me's and just play with different makeup and yeah, share it with you guys, of course. So I'm gonna get started on my eyes because I always do my eyes first, and I don't know how to do my face first. Like, it just doesn't come naturally to me. So this Juvia's Place palette is just, oh my god. It is like a perfect palette for me, and I've been like playing around with it a lot. And I always go into these two mattes in the corner to like start my eyes. And I already had my eyes primed with the Milani eyeshadow primer. That is my favorite eyeshadow primer. And mixing them together gives me a little bit of warmth from this upper right shade, and then a good amount of like coolness from the lower left shade. And they're not super powdery. They're very like tightly packed. They remind me a lot of MAC shadows. Like MAC shadows to me barely have any fallout. They're very tightly packed in the pan. And so I just like starting off with this combination and then just like figure out where to go from there, because pretty much a foolproof like base to my look, and I like starting out with my crease first, so I just have that defined. And I like that these are like easy to work with. I don't have to be super scared of like them being too pigmented right off the bat, but they do show up nicely, so I'm loving it. And then usually I go in with my L'Oreal, or Laura Mercier, sorry, Amethyst shadow stick, which is in my current project pan. And I just put this down all over my lid. And you don't necessarily have to do this, but I think to make a metallic really pop, you want to layer it on top of a cream shadow. Like, I have a lot of cream shadows, so I pretty much always do this, but I truly think it makes the shadow perform better. So my absolute favorite color of the metallics is this like super taupey metallic. It is like MAC satin taupe on steroids. It is so pretty and vibrant, and applying it with my fingers has definitely been like the way to go, because it is pretty chunky. Like, you can probably see there's a lot of like little bits of shadow all over the palette, and that's because when I've tried to like use a brush, I have to really dig into the shadow to make it stick, and it's just like not, it doesn't work. So it like flakes all over the place. So I really recommend using your finger, and I doubt you'll be able to see, but when you apply it, it like looks multi-dimensional. Like, when I look into the mirror and like throughout the day when I'm like checking out my eyeshadow, as I do, it has like little flecks of gold, little flecks of purple. It is just stunning. And if you love a metallic lid, like, this is one of the best I've ever used, and it's just gorgeous. And like I said, it's like matte satin taupe on steroids. That is one of my favorite eyeshadows ever. And yeah, so if you love taupes, this palette is absolutely fantastic. And it reminds me a lot of the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Like if we were just to look at them side by side, like you can see a lot of the tones are the same. And if you don't want to spend $65, the Juvia's Place is $14, and it has like all the shades you really need. I love the Natasha Denona, and I've been wearing that pretty much every day. If I'm not wearing this Juvia's Place palette, or I've been playing around with the Tom Ford palettes that I got recently. But honestly, I've been reaching for this a lot. And then I typically go in with a small crease brush. My favorite one is the Morphe M506. And I go into this deepest kind of purpley gray. And I just go right in my outer V. And just like kind of stamp that in there. And I try not to go too crazy, because I want to like blend it a little bit, but just like placing it right where I need that darkness, and then blending with a different brush seems to be the best like technique. So I get that nicely in there, and then go back with my crease brush and just blend out those edges. Yeah, it is just a beautiful eyeshadow palette. Like, there's no other words for it. So this is the look I've been doing a lot lately with this palette. I'll switch up the lid color because there's like a little bit of a more mauve-y toned lid, like metallic shade. And then there's more of like a kind of like cashmere, like a little bit, I don't know, champagne-y color. I don't know why I think of that color as cashmere, but that's like what it makes me think of. So that is the basic eyeshadow look, and it's just my perfect look. I love it. I love it so much. And then I've been really enjoying the Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner in Barbarella Brown. It is so gorgeous. I love how brown eyeliners look with taupes and purples. Like black of course goes with it, but I don't know, like a rich brown like this is just so like sexy. I don't know why, but it just is. So I smudge this in my upper lash line. This is a really good like smudgy liner. And then a lot of the time I've been going like under my lashes to get like a tight line, and to get like in between those lashes to make sure it's like a really rich lash line. It looks like I have some lash glue on these lashes. Oh my god. I've been wearing false lashes lately, and it's been really fun. I don't think I'm gonna wear them today because I want to use the Charlotte Tilbury mascara, and I don't know, but I've been loving the Iconic Light. Oh my gosh, they're upside down. The Iconic Light and the Iconics. The ones on the top are the Iconics, and then the bottom are Iconic Light. Iconic Light are definitely more like of an everyday lash, but both are just beautiful. And now you can get them at Target. It's like so cool. So I've been enjoying that a lot. But like I said, I'm just gonna do mascara today. So I think I'm gonna come back to mascara. I like doing my face and then my mascara last. I don't know why. But I already primed my face with just like a hydrating moisturizer or a hydrating primer. I use the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright face primer. It's kind of just like a moisturizer. And then under my eyes, this has been a necessity for me as the weather has gotten colder. The Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. I did not think this was that impressive when I first used it, but now I use it every day. I just take a little bit on my finger, rub my fingers together, and then put it under my eyes, and it hydrates so well for under makeup. I honestly am impressed with it. So that has been cool. And I always start with my under eye concealer under my eyes. And I showed you guys this on my Instagram, but just in case you guys don't have Instagram or didn't see these stories, Benefit sent me 3 shades of their Boing Cakeless Concealer. Me and my sister think it's so funny that it's like a pencil. We like think it's cool, but we also like don't get it's called like Cakeless, but then it's like a pencil. I don't know, I thought they would lean into like the cake thing, but nonetheless, they sent me 3 shades, number 1, number 2, and 2.5, and as you can see, they pretty much all look the same when you're just like looking in the packaging. And so I wanted to compare them to my favorite NARS concealers, which I use NARS Vanilla every day, and then I also have Creme Brulee, and these look very similar in the packaging as well. So I swatched them, and I just think this is so helpful to see, and hopefully it helps you guys if you're similar like skin tone to me. So this is a Natural Daylight, and so we have NARS Vanilla, and then NARS Creme Brulee, and then this is Benefit Shade 1, Benefit Shade 2, and then Benefit Shade 2.5. So you can see that Shade 2.5 is the most pink, that's a cool undertone. Shade 2 is the most yellow, which is a warm undertone. Shade 1 is a neutral undertone, and it's the most peach. And then for the NARS, Vanilla is very like creamy looking, like it's darker than I expected it to look compared to the others. And then Creme Brulee is much more peachy. And Vanilla is more like pink, I would say. So I did a combination of 2.5 and 1 from Benefit yesterday. So I'm going to do that again. Start with 2.5, which is the cool undertones. So that is more pink, like the NARS. And I have been loving this Zoeva crease or concealer brush. It literally just pats in concealer so well. So I am just patting this in, and this concealer is definitely more matte than the Radiant Creamy, so I don't know how much I'll use it in like the fall and winter as my skin gets drier, but it's definitely a nice concealer. Like, it's very thin, but it still has good coverage. So this is 2.5, and I always take my concealer around my nose, really try to get into those pores. I feel like I have so many pores on the sides of my nostrils. It's like always apparent to me. And then I take a little bit like in between my eyebrows because I have a lot of redness there. But honestly, this by itself is really nice, and it kind of acted as a color corrector for the redness under my eyes. So I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. And I like doing my concealer first because if it's lighter than my skin, when I add my foundation on top, it just like meshes better, I think. So I'm still working on my Hourglass foundation stick. This is all I have left, and it is the goal of my life to use this up. So like by the end of this year. So I put a few stripes on my cheeks where I need more coverage, and then I've been using my L'Oreal Pro Glow. This is such a great foundation, and I'm glad I rediscovered this when I picked it for my project pan. And I've been loving this Ulta like beauty blender dupe. I don't wet it. You guys know I like using my sponges dry. Just think it keeps the coverage better. And I just blend it all in. And the Hourglass gives me more coverage. And the Pro Glow just makes it look more natural, because the Hourglass is very like thick and heavy looking on the skin, and the Pro Glow is very, very light. So I think that just like blends in really, really effortlessly, honestly. Then I just take it down my neck a little bit just to make sure I don't have any weird like disconnect between my face and my neck. And yeah, I try to make sure I get my ears, like especially behind my ears, if I'm gonna have my hair like back at all. And then I will take my concealer brush with no additional product and go like around this part of my nose, like where my eyebrow and my nose like meet. So I feel like I can never get a good blend there with a sponge. So I just go back over this with the concealer brush. I just think it looks so nice. Like it's a subtle glow, but it's like not too dewy or anything. I just think that's a really good combination. And you definitely don't need this Hourglass stick, but if you mix like the Pro Glow with a matte foundation, basically it would be the same. Like if you mix Pro Matte and Pro Glow, heaven. It is such a gorgeous combo. So then I do my eyebrows, and I make sure to take out any product from my foundation or concealer. This is a must do. I've been loving the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. It's more of like that angled shape, and it just gets through my brows so much faster than a fine tipped pencil. And this is the shade 3.5. It's like the perfect color for me. It's so weird, I haven't dyed or done anything to my hair like permanently because I had that pink at the beginning of quarantine, but I haven't done anything like permanent to my hair since last summer. And so all of like my hair that you're basically seeing is my natural color, and I love it. I'm so surprised how much I love it, because I always had dyed my hair and I had always kept my hair short, and now I'm not dyeing my hair and I'm letting my hair grow. It's just so weird. It's like, who am I? But I like it. It's different. And then my Benefit Gimme Brow, also in 3.5. So that is my brow routine. And now my foundation basically has like set, and I don't like using powder when my skin, like when it's getting colder, when my skin is drier. It just looks so heavy. So I'm not going to powder. And I'm gonna go right in with my Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow. Oh my gosh, so good. It is literally so, so good. And I love this Sonia Kashuk wide contour brush. Go right into the sculpting powder and just chisel out those cheekbones. And this powder has like a slight sheen to it that makes it look so just like natural. Oh my god, stunning. And then I'm not going to put on any of this powder highlight because I'm going to use her cream highlighter. But first I'm going to put on the NARS blush, the liquid blush in Orgasm. Make sure to shake it, and a little bit goes a very, very long way with this, so be careful. And I have like a second one of that Ulta sponge, and so I apply it with this sponge. And oh my gosh, I have these swatches on my hand. Just do as small of a dot as possible and just get a little, and I like to like blend it a little bit on the back of my hand and then go in and just be ready to like blend right away, because you don't want it to set before you're done blending. So just dab and blend. And then obviously same thing on the other side. And again, this is a dry sponge. And what I love about liquid blush is that it looks just like lit from within. Like, it doesn't really look like makeup. It's so cool. And then a lot of the time I'm like, oh my god, I like went overboard. So I take my concealer brush and go like around my eye area. And I take my foundation brush and go like in the area closest to my nose. Sometimes I go over the whole thing just to make sure that's like really kind of blended in. And I think it looks so pretty. I really, really like that blush. It just has that nice sheen to it without being like super crazy or anything. And that was the perfect amount, just one really small dot. Like, I never like pump it down, like that will go overboard very quickly. Same with this Hollywood Beauty Light Wand in Spotlight. This packaging I think is just horrible, but the product is gorgeous. So basically it's a like twist. So you open it and it says like on off, and so you open it to on and then you slightly squeeze and like product comes out. Oh my god. And then make sure to close it, like turn it off. And then I just take a little on my finger and I apply it right to my face. I don't think using the sponge would work as well because it has so much product on it, like on this little applicator. Oof, I don't know. I think it could go really out of control quickly. So I just blend it on my cheekbone and it is stunning. And I think for fall and winter, like cream products are where it's at. Like, you don't want to look like overly dry anytime, but especially in the fall and winter, I think that's when you can get away with like looking more dewy and more like fresh. It just makes you look so alive. So I love that combination. But this packaging, not a fan of the packaging. Okay, let me do mascara because I feel like my eyes don't look complete without it. The Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes Mascara. So this has the craziest wand. It's like flat and then super spiky on the ends. And I am very picky when it comes to mascara, and this is super, super nice. But it reminds me a lot of L'Oreal Telescopic. So if you like that and you want to try something high-end, this I think you'd be really happy with. But if you want this look and you don't want to spend Charlotte Tilbury prices, L'Oreal Telescopic would give you a very similar effect. So I like this wand because it really builds but separates your lashes. Like, it's a very stiff wand, so you can really like work it in, which I think is nice to get that volume. And then it makes your lashes really fluttery. So I think like they kind of go overboard with the Pillow Talk thing. Like, everything is named Pillow Talk because of how like well liked I guess the lipstick is. And now it's like every single thing she comes out with is called Pillow Talk. But I can see like this type of mascara effect is definitely like, oh, you woke up like this and like you have perfect lashes. But it's mascara, so I think it works with the name is what I'm trying to say. And I just really like it. It is hard to find a mascara that volumizes but also like separates and has your lashes look like really fluttery while still being more voluminous. So this I really enjoy. I rarely ever buy high-end mascaras, but this one I think is a really good one. So that is the Charlotte Tilbury Push Up Lashes Mascara. Then for lips, I guess let's just use the Pillow Talk lipstick since we were just talking about that. And I love that the set came with the lip liner and the lipstick. So I just kind of blot off my lips and the lip liner. I love this. I already had it before. And I just think it's a great pinky nude, like for any person. And then I was so excited to get the Pillow Talk lipstick. And it is gorgeous. I love it. It's such a nice like creamy formula while still being matte. And it is just beautiful. It really is. I know it's so hyped up, but it is truly a gorgeous lipstick. And that is pretty much the whole look. So I think the skin looks really nice. It's natural but dewy. And I love the eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, I love the eyeshadow. And the lipstick is gorgeous. I just love everything about it. And lately I've been really enjoying the MAC lip glasses, and so I put on Oyster Girl on top of this a lot, and it's a great combo. They just feel so good. Yeah, love it. So that has been my go-to lip combo. And I just really like this makeup look. This is like an everyday look for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some different products in action. If there's anything you want to see me use and to get ready with me, let me know in the comments down below. Send me a message on Instagram, whatever you want, and I will be sure to do more and more get ready with me's. I want to use some of my older palettes like the Friendcation Dose of Colors palette and So Jaded, all of the stuff. So I will definitely be doing more of these, and stay tuned for more, and make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.